I grew up in West Africa. My father was killed by the rebels. When my mother died, I was about 3 years old. She ended up starving to death. After she passed away, they brought me to the orphanage. Because of my vitiligo, I was discriminated, I was ridiculed. It was one day outside the gate of the orphanage, I found this magazine, and my teacher explained to me, that's a ballerina. I needed to be that ballerina so much. We found out that our orphanage was going to get bombed, so we had to walk 100 miles over the mountains. When I got to the refugee camp and when we finally were able to get onto the plane, my adopted mother thought I was going to pretty much die. You know, she didn't even think I would make it off the plane and land in America alive. My adopted family really believed in me, especially when I didn't believe in myself. My parents gave me hope, my family gave me hope, and dance gave me hope. I mean, you just can't have life without hope. Every single time something good happens, I believe in myself just a little bit more. I want to make an impact on people. I want to be able to give them hope to believe in something. Love yourself for who you are. Love your flaws and enjoy being unique and enjoy being different. Show
Hi guys, it's Michaela Deprince, and today I would like to talk to you guys a bit more about post-traumatic stress. Post-traumatic stress is when people have experienced trauma, and for me, I've experienced a lot of trauma, as most of you know, and some of you don't know some of the other trauma I've experienced. But because of these traumas, it keeps me up at night. I'm scared to go to sleep sometimes. If I'm in a different environment, I don't feel safe. I have the worst nightmares of all my nightmares. And some nights I'll just have the same nightmare over and over and over again, to the point where I just force myself to stay awake. And then recently, pretty much this year, I pretty much had nightmares almost every single night. And then it got to the point where when I was at work, I just wasn't there. I wasn't able to concentrate. I wasn't able to be present. And I was just thinking about all those things that happened to me in the past. Another reason why it has also occurred is because I talk about my past so much. And I know it's inspiring to people, what I've been through. But for me, it's very difficult to deal with. It's very difficult after telling you guys what I've been through, doing interviews, reliving it, reliving the emotions, reliving and seeing everything in front of my eyes as I'm telling you what's going on or what I've been through. And yeah, it caused a lot of issues for me. And it started when I was about 4 years old, actually. And I remember when I would try to go to sleep, I wouldn't. I was too scared because I thought, one, I would wake up and I'd be back in Sierra Leone. That was the thing I was terrified about, was going to sleep, waking up and thinking it was all a dream that I got adopted. And so I'd be terrified every single night to go to sleep that the rebels would find me, that they would come. Or if I would see black men, I would just all of a sudden go back to Sierra Leone, or people in camouflage uniform, that they were rebels and that they were coming for me. And I was a child and I was hopeless, and I didn't think what was going on in my head or what was going on when I went to bed that I was normal, I guess you could say. And so I didn't want to tell anybody about it. The only people who really knew were my sisters and my mom and dad. And yeah, and some things got better. So like the nightmares started to go away. And recently though, what's really, really bad is when my past intertwines with my present. So the people I care about end up going back to Sierra Leone with me. As I'm in those dreams, I'm a child still, and they're adults. And so they're experiencing the same things I experienced, and that's what makes it even more painful, is because the people I care about are being killed in front of me when I'm trying to sleep, or just, yeah, it's reliving everything. And luckily I've been able to see somebody. I found somebody to talk to who is incredible. And because, well, it took me some time actually to go and get some help. I found these two incredible people here in Holland who have become my family. They gave me the courage to, to realize, I really need to be able to get some help and to talk about what's going on. And because I know it's very difficult when you think the things that you are going through are not normal. And that's what I thought. I was lucky enough to find these two incredible people who they know who they are and how much they've helped me, and how they just helped me realize that I wasn't crazy. I wasn't, the things that I've been through would end up causing problems in the near future, would end up causing problems in relationships, it would end up causing problems in my career. And they gave me the courage to go and get help, to talk to somebody about all these traumas that I've been through. Another trigger for me was a relationship thing. And when I felt as a child, I felt abandoned when my parents passed away. I felt abandoned when my uncle left me at the orphanage. I felt abandoned when my teacher was killed in front of me. I felt abandoned when, you have breakups and things like that, and you feel abandoned, and it's like a cycle all over again. And so my therapist is trying to help me now with understanding how not to have my past intertwined with my present. And that's the thing that I've been lacking and not wanting to understand, really. And these different tools that she's giving me it's really helping me a lot. Of course, I'm still having nightmares. Some nights I don't, which is great. But the nights that I do, it's just like, pretty much I'm crying because all I would love to do is just to sleep and to not see those demons and to not relive everything and to not feel the pain all over again. And it's difficult, and I think it's really great as well that I'm telling you guys all about this, is because it can just be the smallest trauma and it can really affect you. And if you don't talk to anybody about it, it's going to end up creeping up slowly. First, not during the day, maybe some nights here and there, but then it could really, really just be a cycle of difficult, dark nights. And I want you guys to know, if you have experienced any trauma or anything, just losing a brother, losing a sister, or your parents, talk to somebody about it, because you don't want your life to be ruined by these traumas. Because I don't want my traumas to affect me as the person I am today. And I want you guys to not have to experience that as well. But yeah, of course it makes me who I am, the things that I've been through, but it's not fair that I have to relive it every single night. And I'm hoping it won't have to be for the rest of my life. Thank you. See you guys.